My name is Ashley, and my son, Sean, who we also call Monkey, he was diagnosed with JA back in around February or March of 2012. It was kind of a long process of figuring out exactly what it was that was wrong with him. It started out with him just limping, and we thought it was from how he was sitting. We weren't quite sure. Maybe it was him, his leg falling asleep or whatever, but it progressively got worse to where we took him to the pediatrician, and after doing x-rays and going to the orthopedist, that's where they first mentioned the word arthritis, and honestly it kind of freaked me out a little bit because the thought of my 3-year-old having arthritis sort of terrified me. I know some people would think it's not terrifying because it's not like they told me he had cancer or something like that, but still, when you think about your 3-year-old being diagnosed with something that could potentially affect him the rest of his life, and when you've never heard of a child having arthritis, it was just a little bit overwhelmed because I went home and you're trying to process all the information with giving him medications. So I kind of felt like we had our own pharmacy at home and I got a little overwhelmed, so I didn't think about all the other paperwork and support. But after a few months went by, I started doing some more research to find if there were any other families in the area, and that's when I came across the Arthritis Foundation and the local chapter. So when Sean got up, we brought him down and I sat him down and I showed him all the cool stuff, the great backpack, which he was so excited that he had his own backpack that was his, and I think he was most excited about the water bottle, believe it or not. It was very strange, but you never know with kids. But it was a really nice stainless water bottle, not a cheap plastic thing that you probably throw away after a few uses. And the bear was amazing because it's so soft, and the fact that you can stick it in the microwave and warm it up is such a huge help, because he gets a little bit freaked out when you try to put something on where he hurts. So to have something comforting like the bear that you could warm up and he could just snuggle with it and put it on his knees, it really helps. But it was just so nice to have a package that had not only stuff for him that made him feel special, but also great resources for myself. Important to seek out help. Even though you don't know what it is, just ask questions. Ask lots of questions, because somebody probably knows. You know, I'm sure if I would have gotten in contact with you earlier, you guys would have been able to steer me toward a family that also had a child who was dealing with it. And that, it's scary, but it's not. Like, you know, that I want them to see the steps that you go through and what the kids can expect and what you can expect as a parent. Just knowing that you're not alone. I mean, I didn't know about juvenile arthritis, and hopefully, as time goes on, more people will be aware of it, and that way, if somebody knows somebody who finds out that their kid has it, they might have a friend who says, hey, I've heard of that before. You know, why don't you go on the Arthritis Foundation and check it out? So it doesn't even have to be somebody who's been there, but if just people know about it, you know, because everybody knows about cancer and diabetes and all that kind of stuff, and when people think arthritis, they think, yeah, my grandma has arthritis, or, you know, my parents have arthritis. They don't think about little ones. Mm-hmm. So I think just awareness is huge, and helping spread it is really, I think, important.